So we're gonna be like this again. It is live, what? Huh? As I try to fix this. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're gonna be building Backrooms, probably, hopefully, if I can actually stream. That's step one of the process. That's marginally better. You want to give me that fourth bar? You want to give me more than... Okay, back to one. Do I... I'm gonna do the thing. We'll run with that. Okay, it's 4 bars. Hi. Hello, okay, never mind. It's no longer. Why is it red? It's perfectly fine. Other than the fact that it's red. Everything else is okay, except for the color and the amount of bars. Hello, Ultimate. Hello, Isaiah. Hello, Julian. Hello, Chris. Hello, B Jr. Hello, Orchid. Should I finish Budsy's parking lot? Hell yeah. Hello, Dreamy. Okay, I'm in level 900 for no particular reason other than the fact that I'm here. So I'm gonna give myself night vision. And somebody, whoever just pinged, I'm gonna guess it was either Nova or T-Jack. Since generally that's a good bet. It was Nova. I would have pinged, but I was balls deep in my internet not obliging immediately or cooperating. Hello, Roxy. I cannot spell. Jesus. Okay, there we go. Took me like 8 tries. Hello, Nerver. Thanks for continually reminding me that that's a thing I'm gonna have to do, probably. 11 more subs. What is the number you need? Is it 50? Or 100? Or more than that? It was 1,000 for me, I think, but also PlayStation just worked around that. 50? Okay. Hello, IDA game. Where was I? I was working? Oh yeah, I was working in the big room. This guy. Yep, as you can see, I'm gonna just fall in, aren't I? When I do this. No, I'm actually flying. This is a void pit, basically. You get teleported to the void if you fall in, so it's recommended that you don't. I would like to at some point, Orchid, but the Spudsies, I would have done the tent first, but the Spudsies was kind of a test because of how big the tent is. I didn't want to just immediately go through the effort of making all of that and for potentially it to not be a well, you know, well-enjoyed tutorial, I'll say. So I wanted to kind of make sure that TADC tutorials are something that people would want before I go through all that effort of that. Because, yeah, will there be tutorials for the Backrooms? There have been some already. I stopped at level 3 because I needed Horathon to help with that one. And it just has not happened yet because I have not been bothered to peer pressure him into doing so because I've been distracted with other maps. Myself. Hi, Nathan. It's my favorite game. You'll see soon. It's pretty obvious for those of you who have been around a little bit, I think, which one my favorite is, but I will... There'll be a top 10 games list soon. Is that centered? Yes, it is. Yeah, cool. 3 windows. Okay. Here's... I just wanted to make sure that it is how I think it is, because it's been a minute. Yeah, okay. Know what it is? Yeah, you should, Nathan. Again, I do think it is fairly obvious. It's too big. It's not too big, but Have you considered I still have yet to do 4? That's kind of an important one. And I legitimately just finished 3. Yes, it will be done. It's just... You know what I mean? Like, I'm a chapter behind. And 4 scares me. It's been more populated recently, Isaiah, but... What about chapter 7218? Gotta build that one, guys. What do I do in this? Alright, I had the idea of mimicking that on the ceiling, so it was just like a black hole, basically. What is the ceiling? Oh, it's strip spruce, right? I'm just gonna fill it. Z. Yeah, Z. Okay. Tutorials. Well, that sure is descriptive. Backrooms ones, question mark? There's a lot of tutorials I do, technically speaking, still need to actively finish. Yes, just give me some patience and maybe. Can't, technically speaking, guarantee it. Do I want to copy it blindly or perfectly? I think blindly makes more sense. Like, I'll kind of look down as I do it, but that goes too far out. I wanted to sort of mimic. Bowling alley? That's crazy. Fair thing to want to do, then. What do you mean, no data? You have plenty of data. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna crash the frick out. That is so much data. That's all of the data. Literally could not have more data than that. There we go. It's back. It's gonna frog. I'm gonna commit a crime if I get called a frog one more time. No, it's not a frog. It's a lizard. I am not affiliated with those amphibians. I really just said that like it was offensive. Console? I used to, but not anymore, Scooby. Every once in a while I'll pull one out, like the LN3 was on console. But can these windows just not be here? You know what I mean? They're kind of blinding me. Not gonna finish the backrooms. The backrooms will, technically speaking, never finish. You can expand it infinitely. Also, Nathan, this goes for you and anybody else who I don't think is here yet. But, if you want to join, let me know, because I have it closed right now. But I can open a slot if anybody wants to join. So things just... the best way I would put it is just... I used to follow a lot of tutorials, and I was like, what if I instead was the one making them and not following them? And that's kind of really all I got. Are those sea lanterns really causing me a problem? Alright. So what is the time of day? It looks really bright. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. Your calculator? It's perfectly possible. I don't know what you're talking about, Isaiah. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. Anyway, I am for the most part. I took a walk today, so that's fun. Got outside. Since it was for once not like 30 degrees or 20 degrees. It was not warm, but it's like 50. So I was like, I might as well get out since I am bored and don't really want to work on anything. Speaking of working on things, though, no, a calculator's for streaming, obviously. Thank you, Julian. More tears. All right, just like start yelling at me in chat whenever you want, or you could DM me on Discord since I do have Discord open. Movie trailer. I did. I'm hoping that's gonna be good. Releases the day before my birthday, which is kind of funny. But It's my playtime on Minecraft. How do you check? Why is it red? Why can I not start a recording? I don't remember. I checked the other day. And I don't remember what it was. But it was a lot of hours. That's all you need to know. It's a lot, a large number. Hello, cool kid. Get a redstone? No. I can do some basic redstone, but I've been getting better at commands. But like redstone, not really. I'm gonna ramble about this for a second. So if I don't respond to a chat message, it's because I'm rambling. Guess you can't hear or something. Well, I guess if you can't hear, you wouldn't hear that. Slight flaw with my logic, but it's okay. March should be a very interesting month for content. Like, really interesting. There is a lot going on. So, something will be announced tomorrow that I think you guys should be excited for. I think. You know, that's just... according to me, you guys should be excited for it. But I mean, some of you might not care that much. But if you like this map, you'll like it. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that I've been getting ready that should hopefully be soon. So I have been working on a surprisingly large amount of stuff. But just like out of what I've been doing, there's... That's not how you spell outline. There's so much that's gonna happen. I can't see. I can see a little better now that I've broken a block or two. I've also alluded to what it is a couple times that I'm announcing, but there's gonna be a more in-depth thing for it. You say confirm, sure. Korean building chapter 3, yeah. And that 3's done. So. Probably Slay Time? It's not called Slay Time, but also no. Here, let me ask you this, actually. Let me answer that question with a question. Would you care about this map? Or would I say if you cared about this map, you would like it if it was Poppy Playtime? That's... Riddle me this, Batman. How bright is this room? I kind of want to, like, a light just hanging from the void. I feel like that'd be kind of funny. Hanging from the ceiling into the void. Right there. Where? There. Okay. Yeah, that's a little unhinged. Game you make? That's what the custom basically is. I mean, it's not a real game, but if I was smart, it would become a real game. I have hopes that that is something I can do at some point. Turn the custom mascot horror into a real game. Not really anytime soon. I have another focus right now that some of you might be able to actually guess. For those of you who don't, or I think I've only like mentioned it to 2 people. But for those of you who haven't or don't have an idea, you might be able to guess based on something coming up. What does LUA stand for? I know a little bit of Java. That's about as advanced as I got. Although Java and C++ I think are kind of similar. They're not the same. There's just some similarities between the two. Hello, Kopi. Oh yeah, for sure, RN. Honestly though, Depending on, I would be down to make a section based on it. I think that'd be cool. Mushroom time. You know, this room prevented me from having to texture the ceiling too much, and the floor, which is why I'm glad I made it a gaping pit. And also figuring out what the frick was supposed to be in the middle. I guess this would be a reception area just based on this. But, I don't know. Chapter 2 is not getting uploaded to Planet Minecraft. We've had... Oh, what's the number up to? Either 3 or 4 people already this calendar year trying to steal builds of mine. And I think I've had or seen 2 or 3 for Life and Foundation as well. So I'm just not uploading them for a while. I probably will... Once, if I make Chapter 4, once that is done. If not, once something else in that map is done. Or at least some things have been kind of cleared up as to what is in there and what isn't in there. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to be uploading anything for a while, really out of any map, just because of that. If you want to steal my build, you got to give me the views for it. You know what I mean? Hello, Jake. With Planet Minecraft, at least, if anything gets uploaded, you can just report it and be like, hey, so here's my video, that's my content, and they'll take it down. So far, I've reported stuff both with Life and Foundation's builds and mine, and they've been taken down almost immediately every time. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just reminded that was funny. But anyway. Yeah, they're pretty good with that. Okay. It'll come back. Or it won't, I don't care at this point. Kill myself. Yeah, now because I'm threatening, it's coming back. All right, interesting. It's perfectly reasonable. Anyway, as I was saying, and with YouTube, I've found that I can just have people like honestly, if you're gonna go through the effort of taking a build, let's be real. If somebody notices, like, if I have made aware, they're gonna either take it down or people are gonna realize that they're stealing, right? Because pretty much all the times that we've had something like that happen, at least this year, I've been alerted and it's been taken down because of some epic people here helping out and leaving comments about it and stuff. I hate to get involved in it, but like, don't take credit for a build that isn't yours, you know what I mean? Hello, Nico. So, Scooby, I made a bet that if I hit 20k before Halloween, I would buy a furry mask from Spirit Halloween and wear it for a stream. So, that's what we're doing. Since there's an image, okay, so the context, there's an image of me wearing a furry mask that, because Spirit has them, and so there's an image of me that I just put one on for fun, and Animatronic guy took it and sent it in the Discord server. So the context is that, and I made a bet that I would actually buy one with my hard-earned money. So yeah. Okay, Nathan. Thanks for screaming. Well, I guess I can't say it wouldn't be face cam because that's technically wrong. You would see it. That's all you need to know. But it's gonna be. I've done the animatronic unboxings in the past couple of years, where I set up like all the stuff that I have before Halloween, so it's ready. And it'll just be during that. I'll have like probably a section at the beginning or something, and maybe the end where I put it on. Not for the whole stream because I feel like breathing in one of those would not be ideal. Hello, Gecko. You're good. I trust me. I get it. I would not want to be spoiled either. Also, if I remember at the end of the stream, I might show off the prototype statue I've been working on, because I am building one. I will tell you right now. Make sure. Okay, it is Nathan. This statue is the most absurd statue I have ever made in my life. It is kind of absurd. Anybody in the Discord who's seen it can confirm. I am maybe going a little too detailed for it, but you know, it's gonna be good. So I'm probably like a third of the way or halfway done. I don't know. I have most of it laid out, but I gotta like actually finish detailing more. Yeah, no, it's big. It's my tallest statue by like 40 blocks. Uh, it was posted in chat. Was it chat? I feel. Hi, Gaming Pro. So true. I don't remember. It might have been pinned, or it might not have been. I don't remember, but ask Animatronic Guy if you want, because he probably still has it. I've got a good feeling he would. Hello, Darth Piggy. Hello, Joe Byman. What blocks are we texturing with? I can't remember. These, not spruce, because that is the floor material. Soul soil. Hello, Ender. Yo, you've been a member for 7 months. That's crazy. Thanks for giving me your hard-earned money. We've gone full circle. What else? Anything else? Hi, man. Yeah, no, a lot of people have had him as their thumbnail, which I hate. I thought about putting him in a thumbnail at some point, but I'm just like, why? You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? What do you gain as a YouTuber for doing that? For spoiling people of the design? It honestly, like, I wouldn't hate if whoever put him on the thumbnail but like blacked out, you know what I mean? Like a shadowy outline of him, and you know, with the whatever they did, but actually just showing his full face is diabolical. Although CG5 also spoiled it before, so well, I don't think it was him, it was somebody who animated for him or something, but still, he was involved. Yo, Monster House, yes sir. Yeah, like a black silhouette. For 3, yes, correct. I'm at a weird spot. I'll talk about it a little bit, but I don't want to talk about it too much, because then I know I'm going to start getting more questions. I built that a while ago, Nathan. It's actually a tutorial of mine that I just imported the build for. But I'm not sure what I want to do for those yet, because of the thing in March, I don't want to start them yet. Like, start uploading them yet. Because I'm not going to have enough video days, essentially, because Indigo Parks, I don't know if it is yet, but it's going to start being 3 a week. I think it is, actually, already. But it is 3 a week, plus FNAF World taking up a day. And then if I throw PPT in, or PPT3 in for 1 day, that's 5 days out of 7. And I don't like that, really, because that doesn't give me a ton of leeway to work with stuff. You'll understand why tomorrow that's actually an issue for me. There is a reason. I'm not just making an excuse to make an excuse, because I'm trying not to over content, if that makes sense. And we're lagging again. Are we? What does it say? Alrighty. What are you asking me to do? I'm changing this. Anyway, I'm not really sure why that's like that, but I'm gonna move on with my life. I apparently wasn't supposed to originally either, Gaming Pro, which kind of sucks, but I thought the design was good. I thought he was really, really well done as a character. Okay, bye, I guess. I'm assuming you're gone, so... Actually, no, I'll leave it open for a minute. Fun with plush wrap should just be part of the FNAF 4 tutorial, I think. No, I could just texture the full floor. I don't have that much left. Forgot about this part. Mascot Horror Havoc has Poppy Playtime. Ban, Indigo Park, Frankie for what I have. Bendy, that was the other one. And I think that's it. Technically the start of Joyville, but Joyville isn't probably getting finished either. So, thank you, Darth Piggy. What list, man? No mercy. Hello, CD. Parts of PBT? What do you mean what parts? 1 to 2, and then the beginning of 3. I think just the intro of it. I don't think I was further than that when I uploaded it. Frog or a turtle? Wow, that's... I got double insulted with that one. What do I do here? Do I want... Another question I should be asking is, do I want side rooms? Like, I've got a bedroom there. I've got the this one here that's kind of a hallway and a room. I got this one here with the giant pit. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, wait, I want to show something, actually, and I can also work on it a little bit. Has Baldy? Oh, yeah, I forgot about Baldy. Well, would Baldy have been... No, Baldy would have been in. Yeah, you're right. No, you're good, you're good. I'm joking. Just normally it's asked if I'm a frog and, you know, you had turtle in there. So offended. Not actually. Okie dokie. Let me fly through here. Okay, yeah, so this. That literally didn't make a difference. It's like one of those city carpets, you know, except it's 3D. And it is actually a lot more liminal than I expected, so I am happy with how this has turned out. This is kind of a custom, I think it's a custom sub-level of pool rooms, technically. I forget. You guys will know eventually exactly what I'm calling it, because I can't remember. Now my question now is I want to extend this, because frankly, it's not that wide. Well, how wide is it, actually? It's better be like 300 blocks wide. No, it's longer than that, actually. If I can't see the end of it, it's longer than that. Wait, I'm waiting. It's almost 400 blocks long. Like, I just feel like it should be more than that. I don't know. I might go 2 more tiles worth. I think that's a fair assessment. The only issue is then I can't have these continue. Presumably. But I need to figure this out, because I gotta extend this wall. But that's not like... I can't extend this, because I'm gonna... How do you access this? Hold on. Is it accessible? Okay, yeah, no, it is. I'm dumb. Maybe I just, like, black off the rest. I think that's a fair assessment. Because I don't want to extend this any further, because I don't need... Wow, that is further than my render distance. To be fair, so is this, so that would make sense. This project started... I cannot see them, oh my goodness. This project started about... It's like July of last year? So it's been 7 months. Something like that. Okay, you guys ready for some... Oh, Lord, wait, hold on. I'm gonna move you all the way back, you back a slot, you back a slot, and then I'll move you guys forward. Because if I do this, then I have a redstone block next to each of them. That should be that one, yep. 1, 2, 1, and 2 again. And I'll probably stop there. Right, that's far enough. That added... That would have added 256 blocks. Surely that's long enough. I'm okay with that. Okay. Time, yeah. Why are we inserting that Gaming Pro? Why did I almost just call you T-Jock? Okay, never mind. That was correct. I'm just a little confused, is all. Ignore me. That's a building. Anyone in chat have anything fun and exciting to share? I don't. It's not yet. See, I can't tell you guys anything I'm working on because it's all secrets. Secret after secret after secret. Can't spoil the new content now, can it? Frick! It's fine, it's an easy fix. What? Right, I forgot how math works. It's that one. Okay, I just am dumb. I forgot that I needed to go back to the other row. For some reason, I don't know how. Did I fix the mistake? Okay, I did. There was a mistake with one of the buildings, and I didn't realize it until I started structure blocking them, because there was one of them like on the edge. It was this house right here. I had that wall somehow longer. So like when I structure blocked it, it would stick out to like here. But I did fix it, which is good. Thank you, CD. Your floor is dying? What do you mean your floor? Bowling play with heavy balls? Of course you did. I haven't been bowling in a good minute myself. Bowling fun. Hello, Rocket Boy. Fork scratching plate. Okay. We'll help one even games tutorials. I want to eventually. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like help wanted one enough to want to go through the effort fully, if that makes sense. But and it's also a fun game of which ones do I need to do and which ones do I not need to do, because a lot of them are just like the FNAF 4 house, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to do a tutorial on that because there's a full FNAF 4 house tutorial. But... I feel like it's pretty obvious, Gecko. Rather bowling balls than whatever other kinds there might be. I don't want to think of. Are you real? Yes, you are real, in fact. Did you guys see Minecraft is a Minecraft Preview Edition has like a command shortcut thing now? So like basically you can do Alt M or something, and you can have a set command for whenever you do that. It automatically does say slash effect add as night vision. It's pretty cool. I sincerely hope that gets added to base Bedrock, because the amount of time it would save me to do that rather than having to turn off and on night vision every time by typing it out. Oh my god, the time save. The time save. Are we almost there? Oh yeah, we are. The other thing I need to figure out now is what the frig do I put at the end of this? I would like you to ideally have to go through this room. Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking... There's a lot going through my head for this right now. Should I have a switch into use Vulcan? I did, yes. That's a good thing, right, Gaming Bro? With friends. The only people that are able to join just are ghosting me, basically, even though I didn't ask directly, but, yeah. There's a group of people that are involved in this project, but how many people would I say? Like 10 maybe? And aside from like 3 or 4 of them, they never show up even if I do ask them to, so I don't bother asking. Hello, the bang. Yeah, no, you are one of the 3 or 4 people that is not included in this group that I am referencing, Chris. Actively up to breaking the structure block. This thing is so much. I should go this way, actually. That's probably easier. Since I should have a clear shot for each of them, I would think. Maybe. Guess we'll see. Oh my god, how long did I make this? Oh, there's the wall. Right, because I'm not in line with the wall, so I wouldn't see it. That's how that works. Okay, no, I do not get a straight shot. Of course. Just had to be right in my way, huh, hospital? Do a little turn around it. Is that all of them? That is all of them in that room. 2 more rows, I think. I don't know, math is hard. Whee. Backrooms building, basically. Custom levels, which is what I'm actively doing, or non-custom. Whatever, just building, basically. I've been trying to... Where... Was there not another row? Did I not count properly? Oh, wait, there should be a row at the far right, isn't there? Because I didn't do that one. I started kind of middle. Yeah, that's what my issue is. Okay. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do for 15K. We were talking about it a little bit on a Twitch stream where I was also working on this carpet, funnily enough. And I'm like, I want to do some sort of a marathon stream, but I don't know what I would do. You know what I mean? Like, what else can I do at this point that is easily accessible in that sense? Okay, there you go. Large carpet simulator. It is in the title, that is true. It's okay, reading is hard. I know. Now I gotta extend the front. I got electric toasters and water. Can I put my finger in then, Chris? Ah, part 2. I like that when you hold it down, like in a situation like this, even if you... Okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. Ah, wake back up. There we go. Go, Lopez. Oh, that's lovely, Pez. It was laggy, you don't say. I am very well aware if it lags, trust me. My internet is just misbehaving, and it has been, so... I unfortunately can't do anything. That's just how it's gonna be. You're gonna have to deal with it, unfortunately. I got him good. But yeah, trust me. If it lags, I know that it's lagging. I don't need more information on the information that I already have informed. Probably gonna just... Oh no, it's not gonna just work. Okay, well, frick you. It's not that far. Apparently it is that far. Okay. What is the other coordinate that I need? Why am I lagging also? Negative 835. Okay, I gotta remove those as I do it though, because if I don't, I'm gonna mess this up. No. I'll make sure to cry about it instead of actually doing something. Oh my god. At this point, Piotr, no. I'm gonna be so honest, the Hello Neighbor tutorials are pretty much not a thing of the past, because when HN3 comes out, I'll try to do most of that. But basically, any, like, original HN just isn't really gonna happen at this point. Because I really don't see a point in doing them. Not something I have full interest in anymore. There's one set of HN stuff I do want to do for a tutorial eventually that I have built. I just never got around to actually doing anything with them. So, you know, that is something... What if I could just do this? That is something that you could potentially get, but... Yeah, I figured it wouldn't work. You never know till you try them. What is... So, I actually know why, Gaming Pro. I have a reason for this, or a logical explanation for this. So, there's this fun little guy called... Where is it? There. Simulation distance. This guy right here that's grayed out. If you try to slash fill outside of that range, it doesn't work. And I'm guessing it's because it isn't loading in the block, so it can't place them. Now, I also don't get it because at the same time, that only started happening... Like, it didn't happen at first, I don't think, with Bedrock. It only started happening after, you know, X amount of time. So, I really don't understand that part of it as to what changed to make it actually do that. But that is why it happens. Because I can't load it in. 3 turns we've done so far. I'm not going to give you a number. If I give you a number, you're all going to be like, oh, so why is it not out yet then? You know what I mean? Even if the number was perchance 1. Just, I don't want to start spewing information about that isn't ready to be spewed out, because it's not going to help me in any case, nor you guys. Because, frankly, the amount of tutorials I have ready is not important. Until they start getting released. You'll know when I know when it releases, and you'll know when I know everything else. I'll get there, just give me some time. Also, thanks for reminding me, actually. Crazy. I hit Control M. Thanks for reminding me, well, I don't need to say that out loud, but... Nova, you might know what I'm thinking, since you were the one who did the action. If that gives you any sort of a hint. I really don't even... The funny part is I don't actually have, like, a specific known time for it, so the threat of pushing it back doesn't matter until I know. Because, like, let's say it starts, okay, or I want it to start March 1st. It's not going to. Shut up, it's not gonna. That's just an example number. With that, I wouldn't push it back until I already am aware, so I'd be like, okay. But since I don't have a set date, it's just gonna get pushed back further from when I do have a set date. So whenever I actually make a video announcing it, the date's probably gonna be really far off from the time, but... Which is funny now that I'm thinking about it. You know what I should do? Me. Yeah, it's actually gonna release after I'm dead. Technically speaking, a funny concept, because I could technically do that. How far forward can you schedule videos? I wonder. Currently, I'm scheduled... Not fully, but I am scheduled through the entire month of March to at least an extent. So, hope that helps. hope that helps a little bit. And I'm almost on the FNAF World tutorial, finally. But that won't end until May, probably. Because I'm already almost in May with the scheduling for that. It's kind of crazy. I also hope you guys realize I take my my words very seriously as well. So when I say every time I get asked I'm pushing it back, I'm holding true to that. So if you guys want this to release next year, you can keep going. Yeah. Just gives me more time to not have any other shenanigans to deal with. You know what I mean? Hello, I like my ass. I've come to the realization I've set myself really good on map tutorials, though. because I technically speaking have all the levels in this map I can do tutorials on. I have obviously the entirety of PPT3. I've got a couple other ones I can't really talk about yet. And then as probably by the time the PPT3 tutorial is done, I'll be ready to have 4 done for a tutorial, hopefully. And another crazy concept, I am going in order with them, so... If you guys want 5 for a tutorial, you're gonna have to get through 3 and 4. Wild concept, am I right? Hello, Ryan. Nice. Reading is hard, Nova. Don't worry. If only a certain someone was here. Gonna breathe. Sounds like a good idea. So far. I love just like the end of 12 over there being ever so slightly in my render distance. Also, I forgot that I have it midday. Whoa, that's a lot darker. That's the color I like. Yippee. Another fun issue I'm having with this map now, as I'm hitting this point, is areas like this that are technically speaking rooms, you're gonna see the sun. You know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to see the sun inside of a room. So I'm just gonna have to live with that one, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna switch, so I'm starting from the bottom each time. That sounds a lot more appealing to me. I was debating doing a video ranking the first 5 PPT chapters, but I'm like... I'm not debating against it because... I could just save that until the game's done, you know what I mean? I feel like that would just make more sense. I don't know. But also, God knows how long that'll be. It could be 10 chapters at this rate. Command? What command? That's very unspecific. Chris. Oh my god. I should extend this room, shouldn't I? Probably. Good night, Nova. Because you're definitely sleeping. Did I lay out anywhere how this should be? Did I have an idea in mind for a pattern? Wait, it's even, isn't it? No, these are 8. Yeah, these are both 8. And then this is 6, isn't it? Yeah, so I guess I should just keep the 8s going up. Two, 3, 4, 5. That would be 6. Okay. And exactly 7.917 minutes is crazy. Gone, reduced to atoms. Hey, start blazing. Oh my goodness. Bye-bye, CD. Oh my god, another one? This is gonna take forever to fill. Oh my god. I need to stop going so big with everything in this map. Boop. And around the next one. It's gonna look crazy with just the strips. This might end up being a shorter stream at this rate. How far can I fill? What are the odds I can get to? I should be able to get... No, I can get definitely at least to here. I'm gonna go a little further. Is that the correct height? Yes, in fact it is. Slash fill. Other coordinate. This one. Iron block. Keep. Alright, we'll frick you. $8,000 blocks. And then I gotta go on the bottom for the next one because I can reuse this coordinate. The one from this side, or the top corner there. I don't think I can reach the end. No, I don't think I'm gonna try here. I should be able to get it, but I don't know. I just work here. What was the other level I was actively working on recently? There was another one, I feel like, and I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, 3999. That's what it was. That level's got to be done. Actually, this might just work. Yeah. As I suspected. Round 2 with a gray glass. Yippee. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to try to push this a lot further. Because if I can get this in 2 or 3... I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it that far. That's the end there, so if I can somehow get it this far, then I consider that a win, you know what I mean? Come on. Please, just work. I'm begging you. Oh my god, it worked. Sick. Well, it's weird. Okie dokie. Now, can I get to the end there? I think I can. That's an interesting idea. Some sort of like fog sea or something. Not a sea necessarily, but some interesting things you could do with layered glass in a situation like this. Okay, where is that? There's one staircase. Where is it? It's right there, right? I think I see it. Let me pull out that old spyglass. Yep. I feel like it'd be diabolical if you're on that end and gonna swim all the way down over there. And I don't feel like adding a second one, so I'm not gonna. Now, how do I deal with these doors? Do I have a second area that goes to them? Had a second floor that leads right above the glass. I'll put it up there, but that would be kind of creepy, actually. Just seeing that. And then another one. Does this go up to height limit? No. I know the spirals do, but thank you, player one, and hello. Notification from YouTube. What about it? Hey, what are you, a horse? Who? Ah. Had to respond to that one. Okay. Oh my god, more. I'm being spammed. Not really spam, but I'm being sent images. Per my request, to be fair. It's not like I didn't ask for them. It's just much image. Okay. 2, 3, 5, 3, 2. Where was it? Here. 2, 3, 5. And then I already have the 3 too, so I'm not worried about that. Oh boy, I'm curious, Nova Rover. You could ask the question, you know, you don't need to tell, you don't need to announce that it exists in your brain. You can just ask away. Was that? It was. Oh my god. I'm not even surprised, Nova. I'm not even surprised. Don't worry, we'll let them come back tomorrow and I will let them have it. Hello. I'm guessing that's V Roblox, but abbreviated Roblox. I don't know. Maybe I'm making bold assumptions. Do I still have this wall saved? Probably not. What if I had it saved as wall, theoretically? Yeah, no, that looks like it would be it, I would think. How much further do I want to go with this? Do I just go to the end of this or the water? No, I should go further than the water because look at the spacing there. I don't like that. That should be further. Where is the bottom of this wall? Not that low. Oh my god, I went way too low. There's the wall, so it should be... Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god. Okay, let me just see... I should maybe rotate it. That would look correct, yes. However, I need the Z offset to be negative something. I'm going to say negative 59 to start. Is it actually a full 64? Huh, it is. And then I will do this, but it's probably not right, because what are the odds? Oh my god, wait, is it? It is. Right? Because that spacing should be that, I think. Let me confirm before I get excited. That's just how it is, honestly, Nova. I hate to be that guy, but it, you know what I mean? Like, it's how it is on the platform. I get it in my comments a lot, too, after people get timed out. Although, I guess, to be fair, that is more so warranted than you. I don't know what the frick you did to deserve all that, but... You know. It is what it is. Do I stop there? I believe I do, yes. Because that gives me more than enough space to cry about it or something. So that is glad. That is glad, yes. I'm glad that my wall was saved as wall. Good thing to do. But, I mean, you know. Okay, well, and you're also dying, stream, of course. I don't know why I'm surprised. No, 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 no. That's gonna be a guessing game if I've ever seen one. Which I have seen a guessing game, for the record. What did you end on? Half a window. Oh, brother. This is really gonna be a guessing game. Okay. Where do I want the inner edge of the wall? There, maybe? How wide is the tile? 4? Yes, 4. This is gonna be real fun. What is this coordinate? 779751. Average comment spammer. That looks wrong. Right, because this side's the 1. Wait, is it? Oh, no, I know why it's wrong. Yeah, because both... I'm dumb. Who would have thought it was that hard? But it's 3 wide, not 4? Okay. I know this might be a wild concept to the average mind player, but I would build chapter 4 next, because that's the next one in the order of operations. I know, who would have thought. Oh, there's the bottom. I was about to ask where the bottom was. But I did get my answer, in fact. To that, redstone block is still hiding. Whee! Okay. I feel like I should just fully enclose. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. I feel like I should just fully enclose this space with the walls. I wasn't going to, but it's gonna make a lot more sense like that to me than doing anything else. I almost just ate myself with the wall. It'd be one hell of a way to die. Getting trapped in a wall as it just magically forms around you. That'd actually be terrifying as well. To witness that, just in general. But then to also actually get caught in it, that would be an experience. Is that the end? Maybe? It is the end. Wait, I can't go further. Right, that was why I stopped there, because of you. Right, okay. Well. Okay. Here. 271747. There, I think. Well, how is that wrong? Me no understand. How is that wrong? Was that not what it Okay, whatever. Sure. I am correct though. That is how it should be. Well, that actually pretty much nails it. I think I'm gonna need another row of water there, of course, because why the hell wouldn't I? But... Oh, I gotta be careful here. I understand now. Look, it resaved the file when I placed the redstone block, as it was also loading it. It's not... Why? Why are you like this? But I gotta be careful here because I can absolutely overfill and destroy a section of stuff. If I can't see the end, I should be fine. Although, famous last words right there. I would think from my position I can at least see far enough to know if there's an issue. I don't see one yet. No, it should be perfect, shouldn't it? It might bleed into it a little bit, but as long as it doesn't go further than through the sand, it's fine, I think. I don't know. Perfect. Literally perfect. I mean, I could have gone one further, I guess. But... Is there a structure block in there? Hello? No, there is not. Okay. Wait, I gotta go from the other... I think. Right, because it's on the inner edge, isn't it? Yeah, it's right there. I'm getting texted. Nah. Okay, anyway. We're about halfway through the stream, probably. So, I will point now. Anybody here... Never mind, I'll wait. Are we gonna behave now, internet? For more than 12 seconds? Okay, now I'm gonna try to say what I wanted to say, okay? Okay, can I do that? Has anybody here not seen the prototype design for PPT 5? It's a custom version of the pool rooms, yes. Imagine pool rooms if it was level 7, basically. I'm just gonna guess the water level because I'm fairly certain I know what it is. Yep. Any answers to my question or no? I have a reason for asking. Otherwise I am. Thank you, thank you. Blurp. Alright, well, since crickets, I'm just gonna show it anyway. Where is it? Here it is. Is there a French fry on? There's a French fry on the ground, yes. Not in real life. I don't have a French fry on my floor. Okay, prototype. I'm making the statue for him. As you can see. It's a little big. It's just a little bit. I've been doing it just one side because I'm gonna mirror it basically. Other than the legs, I'm gonna do something different with. I was not about to make that. Okay. That's cool. That's really awesome. That's amazing. That's incredible. It's fantastic. I was not about to make those at a 45-degree angle though, because that is too much work. To be honest, I might at some point screw with it, but I don't want to do that for the tutorial because look at these legs. Look at the way that I made these legs. Like, it's absurd. Having to figure out the angles for this was just going to be awful, so I'm just doing something goofy with the leg positionings and hoping that it works. But yeah, I've been just kind of trying to get all the little details in now, and also trying to figure out what details I can get away with not adding to make the tutorial a little bit shorter, because there's a lot, like, in here that just isn't happening, to be quite honest with you here. But, yeah, I'll show his face close up. Boop. There he is. That looks really goofy like that. But, yeah. This has taken me way longer than I care to admit. But it's a thing I'm working on. So. Eventually it will be a statue. Eventually. I'm underwater. I'm in the ocean. The ocean rooms or something. What are the odds I could fill that in one? If I was able to fill the other area with one, I feel like I can get this. My toxic trait is thinking I can fill further than I can in Minecraft. Not really. Wee. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Okay, no, I cannot. Oh, I got it. Ha ha ha. I'll do this as well. As I do this. Thank you, Darth Piggy. Yeah, I definitely my most detailed statue, and I don't even think that's a comparison, to be honest. Yes, 181 should be correct. I think that's what it was before. Boop. Have fun watching the water fill down. I'll be 20 seconds. It won't be that long. CD has been laggy. I have the internet provider equivalent to that of the processing power of a potato, so I can't do anything without an issue anymore, apparently, because it's not allowed. The amount of hatred I feel towards Xfinity cannot be matched, genuinely. It is insane. Is this the side that I need to fix? Perchance? Did it fix itself? Nope, it didn't. Of course it didn't. I'm hoping if I just do this, it's gonna work. It's definitely not easier than any other solution, but it's my solution, so too bad. Oh, brother, this side was screwed up? I think it's fine now. Anyway, this should be good. To break. I'm worried I'm gonna catch up to it, though. Yeah, see, like that. Because it doesn't really fix itself that fast. So I gotta give it time. Really, I didn't give it enough? That's crazy. Sensitive water. Come on, go faster! I got places to be, things to do, not really. Okay. A couple of things I've alluded to that should be hopefully happening in March is I'm doing a tutorial on a FNAF fan game, probably. I haven't actually finished it, and I haven't worked on it in a while because I've been distracted with other projects. But, that's something. Again, the stuff that's getting announced tomorrow is probably what I personally am most excited for. But there's something that you guys will be most excited for that's probably going to be early March. I can't really confirm that yet. Because, again, with the way the videos are going to be, I would pretty much have to go a week without streaming in that first week of March for it to actually happen the way that it's going to. Or that I guess I would want it to in that sense. But I might end up, honestly. We'll see. Someone comment? Nah, it's too much work, apparently. Okay, now I'm surrounded by giant walls. This feels very LN-esque to me. I don't know why. The other part that I need to figure out now is what I do over here with these guys. Actually, there's a couple areas I need to figure out. I think I am just going to block this off with the same wall power. Wall power. That's what we're going to go with. Because I can't seem to say anything else right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi. Okay, that's a couple blocks high. It's one or two. I don't really think I have anything else fun to share. Yeah, unless my internet starts behaving, this will end up probably being a 2-hour odd stream at most, but I was kind of expecting it to actually say, or actually just stop working because I said that. But no, it did not, shockingly. What can I make you walk on that's thin enough for what I want? Boop. Just building the back room, yup. A room in the back. The, like, more that I... Especially with this map, the more that I look into stuff with it, like the levels and stuff, the more I realize how just insane of a concept the Backrooms is as a whole. Like, oh my goodness, there are some wild levels and things that exist. Hello, unsupported characters. Boop. I don't know, I'm gonna go long distances between to make you think you can't actually get over there. If you think about it, it's genius. It actually is ingenious. There's no anything about that. Maybe I'll go 3 in total. You can walk on these, right? No, you can. I know you can. Whee! Honestly, not that easy to, or not that hard to balance on. I mean, you get a spear. That sounds painful. Sick. Something I've, like, debated between as I've been building more is for the, like, sea laner design, especially the one that I use in PPT, is it better with the pale oak signs or the glow item frames? I think especially when it's too wide, the signs look better, but glow item frames, I don't know. Look more interesting to me. Signs, though? They won't. And even if they do, whatever. Wait, can you not see them? That's diabolical. Oh my god, you can't. That's hilarious. I did not mean for that. Yeah, wait, so if you're here, if you come out here, you don't think there's a way to cross. That, I didn't mean for that, but it's funny, so I'm leaving it. Okay. I should work on 3999, I think. For a bit. The natatorium or the arcade? Which section? I don't know. I gotta get there first. It's opposite corner of the map, of course. So I'll show off what I did because I didn't. I don't think I did this on a YouTube stream. I think it was a Twitch stream, if I'm correct, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, I forgot I filled these with water. It's crazy. The water silos. Hello, Silas. Such like a, I don't know, it's a weird concept because it definitely had its popularity spike, but I feel like it is kind of not as popular now, but still fairly popular. It's not like it's dead by any means. Wee. Okay, so, yeah, it's a little big. I ended up toning this down a lot more than I originally was going to. Oh, yeah, this level. And into the pool. But, I will show you a floor because it's a little bit big. It's just, it's a tiny bit big, honestly. Do I have the... I do. That's odd. I do wonder if there's a way to remove that. But anyway, you got small room, you got large room, and then there's some special ones on each floor that are labeled. I wonder if I can find one on this floor. I think there's one on this wall, actually. I think. It's on this side, though. The other side, I mean, from where I am. Right? It's like in the... Yeah, it's in the corner here. Room -1, and it's just green. Well, green and black. So yeah, there's a couple of these around based on the fandom description, but I was gonna go, I think 15 or 20 floors, and or maybe I was gonna go 30. But when I structure blocked it up on one segment, it was lagging my game hardcore, so I toned it down to 10, which is still a lot, but... Hi, Nathan. You want to join now? It's like a hotel level. Kind of, yes. It, as a whole, isn't, but this is part of it. Yeah, this is a third of the level, I kid you not. The other section is here. Whee! Okay, I missed. It's an arcade. It's like the arcade level. You know what I mean? Like the main one that a lot of people probably know. Squeak. Creak. Give me a moment while I pull up the page for it. I'm tired. Cluster 1, levels 300 to 399. I gotta go to 399. Because Phantom doesn't go above 1,000, so any level that is above that, they just take the first 2 or 3 numbers from. Am I lagging? Yup, as expected. I could just tell. I wonder. What's an natatorium like? It's a apparently boundless complex composing of vast, brilliant purple pool rooms. Because we need more of those. Okay. The fun part for me is if I want to, or for the next map tour of the Backrooms, I would want this level done. Because I'd want to do this set of level. Did I do 989 in the last tour? I did. No, I'm pretty sure I did. Because I went up to 39, I think? And go back to 11 that way or something? I don't remember. Hello, Clumsy. Alright, well, not very nice. I'm trying to make sense of... So my 2 options are this. And then the natatorium, which is basically pool rooms, but blue. Which I already did. With the last level, of course. But I'm trying to figure out... how I would make sense of making this into an arcade. Because this is a cinema lobby. This is 100% a movie theater lobby. I know a movie theater when I see one. And this is a movie theater. So, how do I turn that into not a movie theater? How big is this? Endless. Go figure. What in the back rooms isn't endless, genuinely? Has an appearance and layout resembling most arcades present in the front room. See, the fun part about that is most arcades in the real world aren't endless. Believe it or not. So... I could just make like a normal arcade. Do I have a big arcade build I could take? I know it's lazy, but I'm trying to think. The only one that I might is in Shopping Mall, but Shopping Mall I can't access anyway, so that doesn't really help me. That's crazy, Nova. Sorry you gotta deal with those assholes. Trust me, if they're in next stream, they're hearing it from me 100%. Hello, fishy pearl puppets. I guess I could start with a. I actually I wanna add the thingies first. I'm lazy, so I'm just doing fences. Engagement from each row. Think about the Think about the algorithm. Somebody got timed out for asking a question about PPT3, which was basically the agreement that we have, and also if you look at the pin message, and they got timed out and started going to Nova's comment section over it, because that's definitely where you're supposed to comment. You're not supposed to comment anywhere actually. You're supposed to listen to the goddamn pin message. That's what you're supposed to do. Crazy concept. Who would have thought? Can't believe you're supposed to do such a thing. I never would have thought. It's honestly unorthodox. Sorry, can you tell I'm pissed? Look, genuinely, for me, right? I don't ask for much. What I do ask for is common sense. You got a brain, you got common sense. Pretty simple. Although I guess I've also had discussions with people about common sense is not so common anymore. Not my words, but words I agree with. Anyway. So, you got 4 doors, okay? This is going to be split into sectors, because... 2 at least, because I can't... You know what I mean? I can't go further out than this at any point, because this is an opening and like an entrance, so I can't really do that. So I think for here, I might just do bathrooms off of these. Like, just have this be bathroom hall way. And Bailey's barking. Maisie does this funny thing, one of our other dogs, where whenever somebody walks in the front door, she does this like Adam, like almost like a howl, but not really. It's like a really broken howl, if that makes sense. But it's really funny every time she does it because it's just so, it sounds so weird. Like it does not sound like a howl at all. You know, I could technically have you access the bathrooms from the bathrooms. But then again, at that point, the bathrooms would be the biggest level. Because if they have to reach here, the main entrance that I want is 993. 993 and 570 both, which I think are on the opposite side of the map, aren't they? Okay, no, but they're... 993 is right about there. Is that it, actually? No, that is 39. So 993 is more inwards than that, or it's under 39? No, it's like, where is 989? Oh, right there is 989. So 993 is above where I'm looking, I think. 570 is also somewhere over there. Twitch tonight. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to finish Reanimal. And then just build MC stuff. That's the plan. Ow, my face. Since I now have screenshots of the next room I need to build. How many did he send? 1, 2... Okay, that's a lot. Oh my goodness. 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... That's 10. That's 10. 11... 14 images. I asked for a few, and I guess I didn't specify. So, 14 images I get, but, you know, I'm not complaining, like, that's gonna help me out. I'm being texted again. I'm gonna wait to see if there's an image or no. Hey Nathan, are you still here? I'm thinking. Yeah. Do I want to ask you to do that or not? Maybe not. Since I don't know. I was gonna ask you to ping the Backrooms chat to see if anybody would want to join and get on. But I don't even think I'm gonna be on for long enough for that to make a difference. So never mind. There's no point in trying. Burp, burp, burp. That's what my phone sounds like right now. I haven't had my ringer on in years. Which is honestly kind of peaceful. Can't even lie. I liked Lovebirds. I thought her character was really good. I wouldn't say she was my favorite, but... she was pretty cool. After replaying it for a third time off stream, I like actually kind of had a second to not be looking at chat and just focus on the game as I was going through it. And I realized how sick the prototype actually is. Like, he is one hell of a villain. In a good way. I found that on that particular... oopsies. Oh, so this side's symmetrical, go figure. But I found on that particular playthrough... he just seemed a lot more... like, I noticed a lot more how much of an actual, like, menacing villain he is. Yes, I am aware he's a jester. A great design, to be honest. I agree. I thought both her character itself and, like, her design were great. She kind of reminded me of Mommy Longlegs in just that, like, unhinged way, you know what I mean? Would it be a dumb idea to make the ceiling also wavy? Probably, but I'm gonna try it anyway, because it's funny. What is the snow? Oh, the snow's in a black, okay. I'm gonna just keep it on top, I guess. I don't really care. One thing I found interesting, by the way, is there's a lot of people, or apparently YouTubers, who didn't like or didn't like Chapter 5, which, fair enough, you know, understandable to have an opinion. But the one thing that I didn't get, that I saw from a lot of people, or heard apparently, is that the reason people didn't like it is because there were too many puzzles. How dare you put a puzzle in my puzzle game? I saw, or somebody, I think it was somebody in chat had mentioned that, and I was just like, What? I can understand not liking it, because there are definitely some parts that weren't the greatest, but your reason for not liking it being because there's puzzles is kind of funny to me. It's kind of a little bit funny. He did, Silas. Just has so many blocks on my blocky game. Man, I hate this game. It just, there's too many cubes. Honestly. Another point I saw was that somebody said they would introduce too many mechanics during chases and things. I don't think they did that a single time in Chapter 5. I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong. They used mechanics during during chases, but you didn't get introduced to anything new. I do wonder, like, what whoever said that was thinking about when they, like, sent that. What was the exact scene that you were like, yep, that's what it is. I kind of want to go colored bathroom walls. Here, colored floor as well. Yeah, that's too much work. Again, I do want to also, like, point out about that. I don't care if you dislike it, you know, I have an opinion, but there are some stances of opinions on certain games that, with the way people word them sometimes, I'm like, you're just saying that to either be different or to hate it. You know what I mean? Like, even I'm like that sometimes. We're not just to hate it, but I am nitpicky about certain parts of it because I prefer games to be a certain way. But I feel like a lot of the criticism I've heard about it was just kind of weird. Not like fair things, like personal preference, but to an extent to where it's going. I will say we are definitely hitting the point to where the game might be a little too long. Like, we're starting to hit a point to where it's like, to where my internet's not working. Yeah, that's where I was going with that, definitely. Please, spare me. Spare me. Or don't. Where is a boat? I must sit in a boat until it goes green. It immediately is green now. Okay. As I was saying, what was I saying, actually? Like, by the time, I'm gonna assume we'll get a 7th chapter. By the time we're at that point, like, it's gonna be a 12-hour game. And I feel like for a story game like that, where you're just exploring new areas the whole time, it's a little much. Like, Soak Song can get away with it. That's a fair one. But for a game like that, that's so linear, I don't know. This might be the ugliest wall color in existence, but I don't really care. That's fine. You know what? I'm kind of curious as well. I'm not gonna pull it up, but I am gonna check on Steam myself. I'm just not gonna show it. Overall, very positive. Mm-hmm. 1,200. Okay, so it's 4,703 positive, 1,265 negative. Somebody called it the most boring chapter. It's the only review I actually read any bit over, only line I read. I can actually kind of understand that one. There were definitely parts I was like, okay, can we get to the next one, please? It wasn't boring by any stretch, but I think it had some slow-paced parts, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I wouldn't want to be going the whole time. Might have a heart attack. Imagine leaving a bad review because of a character. That's wild. Wild work. You would need probably another, like, section with her to do that. You know what I mean? Clumsy? Like, it would need to be a separate thing for that to make sense, I think. Rather than... in that section, because there isn't really enough variation there for that to work. But I guess she did have the closets. So she probably does have more outfits. Does she? No, I feel like they'd be stitched on and those cutouts are just for fun. That part was diabolical by them, though, I can't even lie. Scam? Is that the only thing? Is that it? Just the word scam? You got any other insight or no? You want to elaborate there, bud? Oh my goodness. You really can't please everybody. That is one thing I've found to hate about the internet a lot, is like, you really can't. There's gonna be some people who understand a decision and the rest that only care because it's screwing them up, and so they're gonna hate because of it. You know what I mean? It's not really about the logic of it, it's about whether or not it affects you. I don't know, it kind of sucks. Speaking of affecting me, this block's not grabbing. Hello, Cooper. Oh my goodness. I'd like to know what they actually did to cause this to happen, because it's kind of odd. I feel like your game shouldn't just break like that. And I hope they fix it in the next update, because holy... I like to be able to actually grab the things I want to build with. Thanks. You know what I mean? Oopsies. Boink, boink, boink. Cool. I saw a video about that had him like in the stars, Silas. The amount of comparisons I've seen as well to like, or just at least thought of, I don't know if I've seen a ton, but to potatoes, if you know what I mean. It's incredible. I do hope they pull one of those moves. Please give me a Portal reference to feed my soul. I'm gonna back these stairs. Is that a Backrooms reference? No way. The room's in the back. We need a blue... Wait, yeah, guys, we need a blue light source. There's really not one in the game at all. Nothing blue. Nothing even remotely blue. You know, I would like stained lights, if that makes sense. Like, of the different dye colors. Like, I want a red light bulb. Not a light bulb, but a light block. That can actually emit colored lighting. We need colored lighting in this game. Do you know how much you could do with colored lighting? I think that would actually fundamentally change the game almost too much at this point. Like, that would be a huge change for them to make. Doesn't mean I don't want to see it, but still. I just don't see them doing such a thing. Is there any word on when that joy... Never mind. Forget I said anything. Well, I guess you're not forgetting if it never... I did break under a block. Yippee. Holy lag. Oh, it's so framey in this hallway. So framey I could eat the frames. I don't know why I would. No way. Convenient for once. Okay, well, sort of inconvenient, but still convenient. More convenient than it has been. So I take those any day of the week. 8:25. That's a little longer, I think, than I need. 15. Shorter than I need. Well, it's gonna be at least 20, right? Yes, I'm correct. 22, maybe? I think it's 22. Yes, it is 22. This needs to be 9. That needs to be maybe 3 less. So, you know what? Sure, let's do a square. Why not? I'm not opposed to that. G, and then... What is this coordinate? 749. Okay. Mirror it on the X, and that should be correct. Ignoring my copper block not existing, yes. And I gotta fix all the doors. It's not very nice. Trapdoor should be fine. Everything else should be fine. I think it's just the doors, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that was filled. Whoopsies. You know, I think a funny Easter egg that I could do in this level would be having the back rooms in the back rooms. Because I could have the back rooms of the arcade where the employees would be, but since there is no employees in the back rooms for the back rooms, back rooms in the back rooms, or the back rooms of the level in the back rooms would be the back rooms within the back rooms. Does that make sense? Probably not, but we're gonna pretend that it makes sense. Like have just like a small portion of level 0 in there. That'd be kind of funny. You know, I could go perfectly symmetrical. I'm kind of enjoying the way that looks. Only issue I have with that is just no. That seems kind of lazy. Who dare? Oops, who does dare? Hold on, I'm checking something. I can't spell. My bad, that was important. Boop, boop. There's stream again. And there's my OBS again. Okay. So... I should slash fill this, but I can't be bothered. There's better be some Fazcade type room. Or Superstar Cade, I mean, not Fazcade. Yeah, Superstar Cade is the one I'm thinking of. I could do Fazcade, actually. I would need to build it in general. Yeah, that was why I sent it. Because I wanted you and whoever else, T-Jock or someone, to make a case. Or to point it out. But I mean, no. With the end of that just tag in general, you know what I mean? That kind of gave it away to me when I immediately saw the ping for it. I can't be bothered to do this. Dude, it's too early to end, I feel. I mean, it's not. It's past 2 hours. 2 hours is a lot of minutes. Anything funny I could show or do in this map before I end? Some of these levels really are a grind. Like, holy. I'll explain this, actually, or I'll ramble about this for a minute, and hopefully I won't be interrupted by ping, but one thing that I was hoping for with this map, or not hoping for, but trying to accomplish, is after the backroom stuff in March, which you're getting announced tomorrow, hee. I was gonna do a thing where we would all, or I'd have like everybody from chat basically join, and we could just do like a race for who could find the exit the fastest. However, the problem with that right now for me is with 4 people actively working on the map more than 5 minutes a day, on an average, I'll say. Enough progress is not being made, basically. So yeah, if anybody's in the Discord, by the way, who's here and wants to help with this map, get it further along, let me know. Really any help at this point is appreciated with this map, just because, yeah. But there's so many levels that are just like random outer levels right now. Like 50, Moribund Highway, leads to 51 and 41, I think. Maybe it's 42. It's somewhere in the 40s, whatever the other one is. And the fun part with those is the 40s one is like a really big level that's cities and stuff, and that level has basically not been started. I think I've done one thing in there, and that's pretty much all there is. Along with 51 has not been started at all, but it has to be done in order for that, otherwise the highway gets blocked off because there's nothing else there. You know what I mean? It's now a battle of figuring out what pathways actually are worth doing something with before I just block them off, because honestly, what else can I do at this point with them? But that's something I've been trying to just figure out with this map. All of the shenanigans that still are, like, there's so many levels even on the far side of the map, like where Chris has 94, that will lead somewhere, but right now there's nothing, you know what I mean? There's a couple 10 sub-levels we want to do, but it's a battle between what we want to do and what we actually can do with the amount of hours that I'm able to put in this map and want to at this point. Because, you know, it really, I found that this map especially, other maps I can deal with it a little bit more, but this one is not as fun to just kind of join on my own for, like, a couple hours a day. Level 51. You'll understand why I don't want to build it, Nathan, when I say this. Illimitable Temple, which is basically a Japanese temple, but like a weird Japanese temple. I like the idea and I want to build it, I just don't know how to approach it, I guess I should say. Hello, Staticalist? I think I'm saying that right. Or Static... I want to say Staticalist. That makes more sense to my brain, but that's not how you spell Calist, so... that wouldn't be it. But... yeah, again, if anybody's in the Discord, let me know. And also, if you say... that, or if you ask to help, give me your YouTube user, because I always just like to know, or see if I know the user, because that makes it a little bit easier on my brain, just to be like, okay, yeah, I am familiar enough with this person to trust them into my map, you know what I mean? I don't want to just, like, entirely block people out, but if I've never seen you in my stream chat before, I'll have a little bit more of just like a, or even if you're active in the Discord and I don't know your YouTube, I guess that's fine too. Gelato. Like gelatin? But, yeah, and then Hub has to probably, Hub might not actually have to be extended. There were a lot of levels that are done, though. That's kind of what I'm like, happy about, is Fun is complete, Run is, 96 is, 0 is, 4 is, 1 I think is... there might be a couple things that need to be done, actually. 5 is basically done. I just have to finish the 1 sub-level. 7 could be extended, but still is what I would classify as done right now. 6 isn't, but both the sub-levels are. 11 is, 10, other than the sub-levels, is... like, there are a lot of complete levels. But also, there's about as many incomplete levels, so... figuring out what to focus on is crazy. And then you got all the beacons, too. Like, there's still a whole list of beacons that have just not been touched. So, yeah. I feel like it's kind of my bad, though. I can't even blame anybody else, because I've started the most levels. Like, I think most of all of the levels have been started by me, and other people have just picked up because I've moved on to another level. But, yeah, that's why I'm kind of trying to finish where I am with 3999 and, like, 5.3 and stuff. Because once those are done, I can kind of spread out a little bit more. 3999 is the main concern. Kind of 5.3, which is Decaying Decadence, the one hotel sub-level, is kind of just like a little side one I'll work on every once in a while, but... soda plus Mentos equals fizzy, true. I don't know, still a lot to figure out and kind of plan. This level, too, Shopping Mall, oh my goodness, I haven't touched this one, but this is not very far along. Which, why this guy here? Who are you? Who is he? But, yeah. Just found footage. Which one? Question mark. Are you talking about the city? I think I've watched a couple videos from him. I Like My House, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I've watched a bunch of random found footages, but There's no, it is this one. You're right, because I remember when I looked up level 11, this came up, or an image of it came up. So I think I did base the buildings off of that, but I didn't actually use his video. I just used the thumbnail. I think it was this one. But yeah, there is... I think, let me see if I can find it. I'm fairly certain there's a different level that was based off of a found footage from him. You can correct me if I'm wrong, because I didn't make the level. But I just know it was built with a found footage, and I'm pretty sure it was his. Yeah, wow, this area where there's like just a decent bit of levels, but not like a ton, is crazy looking. Ah, yes, you cheated. My favorite. But, I don't know if this was part of it, but, mini golf. I think it is him, because I remember watching this one, too, way back when. But this is water? Huh, interesting. There's a couple spots in this level I want to actually make lead places as well, because the current ending, I don't think it actually leads anywhere yet, but there is an ending to it. If I go this way, yeah, like this could lead somewhere, the other golf hole could lead somewhere, and then the roller coaster itself will lead somewhere. There's no rail there. What the frick? Whoa. But yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is here. I'm not worried about the only issue, actually, the reason that I would be worried about these, this is going to connect to, whoopsies, that's not where I want to be. This is going to end up connecting to 94, probably. This, at least, region of levels will. I don't know if it's going to be exactly that one, but, you know, that is a concern that I have. Not directly to 94. 94 will have some levels off of it that lead back to this, but... And then this is part of that as well. This is going to connect into another pool room sublevel, the pink room here. And then it's going to connect into another pool room sublevel, actually. And then a fun sublevel, and then into fun. So, yeah. That is another thing now, is the amount of ideas and plans that are set, but just haven't been able to be started yet is unfortunate. But... For, yup, you know it. That was a bit of a shorter stream, but I'm tired of fighting an inanimate object that absolutely has all of the power over me, that being my internet, so I am probably going to end here. If I could find Decaying Decadence, because that's where I want to end. That wasn't a ton of progress, but... I'm not really surprised. Just kind of getting some things further along, which is really all I want at this point. I'm not expecting the entire map to be done in a day, but I do want at least some of these levels to feel like I've made dents in them, or whomever else has helped has made dents in them. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to Twitch stream tonight. Can't guarantee my internet will let me, but I'll try. It'll be Reanimal for the first half, and then building in Minecraft for the second half. Might be this map, I'm not sure. It depends if anybody actually wants to get on with me. Or if they want to just... Or if I, you know what I mean? Thank you, Nathan. This is... I'm gonna be real with you. When I made this room, I was like, I don't want to... Like, what do I put in here? You know what I mean? I didn't have an idea, so I was like, what if I just made it a giant pit? And, I mean, it worked. I can't complain. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy the announcement tomorrow, since I do not stream tomorrow. And hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos. I spent an unbelievable amount of effort for how short they are. They're each between, well, okay, the end ones get shorter, but pretty much other than the final two, I guess two, they are between 2.5 minutes and 6 minutes. But I spent so much effort on them, it's crazy. Again, for that amount of time, but again, hopefully y'all will enjoy them. So Backrooms, true. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, I'm gonna go definitely take a nap. Not really. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.